Matching mode is where you're able to connect your career history with a job. And this is where you start to identify the parts of your career history that match a particular job. So let me show you all the free ways you can use this feature, and there'll be a separate module on the things you can do with Teal Plus. So it starts by going over to the job matching mode. You click there, and if you've just created an account, you have the 3 sort of starter jobs we put in there that are examples. Let's not use one of those. I'm going to show you how to manually add a job, assuming you're not using the job tracker yet, but I'll show you how to do that as well. So we're going to create a new job, right? And that's going to ask us for the job title, and I've got one on another tab here that I've identified. So this Director of Social Media Marketing, I'm just using Command or Control C on my keyboard. And I'm going to paste that in with Command or Control V. I'm going to go ahead and get the URL. You don't need it, but I'll show you how this goes into your tracker, and you can now monitor it later. The company is Planet Fitness. So let me just go ahead, since I typed so poorly, go ahead and paste that in. Location is entirely up to you. I don't need that right now. And I'm going to go ahead and get the full JD. So I'm just clicking and highlighting to get all that stuff. You can decide how little or how much you want to put in there. You know, things like the perks don't really matter for matching, but if you want it, let's go ahead and get it all. So I'll show you a little bit of what it does as well. Let's get it all so we have it for our records. And we'll go ahead and paste that. And so that comes in there, and we will save the job. And so now that job is being processed. It's getting all the keywords. We also extract just the responsibilities and the requirements. And so that's why it takes a second. We're not just using the exact text. And I'll show you how you'll have a summarized version of the JD, and then you'll have the original version of the JD. And there we go. We have got our job matched. And you can see we're 17%. Right now we're using Teal, the free version of Teal, which will give you your score. You can continue to work on it manually on your own if you'd like and try to up your score to reveal all the keywords. That's part of Teal Plus. But in the first tab, you see the keywords, and you see some of the keywords that you have attached. If you do highlight all, you can see all the places on your career history that the keywords are showing up, the ones that have been found, right? Obviously, if you've got Teal Plus, then it upgrades and shows them all. If you want to turn it off, you can just turn it off. If you want to turn off individual ones or just see individual ones, you can. And if you turn it on, it'll take you to it and highlight where they exist. Then the next thing you have is the job description itself. So if you want to see that side by side as you're working on content, you can do that. And here what you're seeing is a kind of reshaped version of the JD. We have a summary about the job responsibilities, job requirements, and preferred qualifications. We use AI to reshape the JD and try to, so they always look consistent. But AI is not perfect, and sometimes it might miss things. So if you do want to see the original job description, you just click Show Full Job Description. And here it is as it was originally pasted. So you can go back and check it. But we're taking out the perks and things like that, so we can check just against the core parts of the JD. And so there you go. You've got your keywords, and you can start to, even in the JD, you can start to, if we go back to here, you have, again, the keywords, but you can start to read it and identify words yourself. We believe strongly that anybody should be able to run a full job search for free. Obviously, as a business, we need to figure out a way to be able to keep doing what we're doing. So if you want to upgrade and make it a little faster, feel free. But you have the JD right here if you want to use it side by side. Now, you also have your notes from your job tracker, or here if you save them. And I'll show you what this means now. If I go over to my job tracker, and again, watch the job tracker module to go deep into that. But here's that job in our job tracker. And again, it's got the keywords. It knows that it's attached to a resume and its score and its match score. But I'm not going to go deep on the job tracker. Again, watch the video for that, the job tracker, but that's been put in there automatically for you. And now resume 01 has been matched to a job. It knows it. So let's go into it, and we go back to the job matching mode, and we can keep working on it. So let me show you some of the benefits of attaching a job. We know we're at 17% match right now. Let's go ahead and say, by just looking at the JD, and going over to the responsibilities, maintain knowledge, that's okay. That's the responsibility. Let's look at the requirements. Proven social media management, ideally with Sprinkler. That's a software they use. So, real quick, we can say, you know what? Let's go ahead and add a skill. And I'll just copy and paste Sprinkler. Save that. And my score is up. Again, you can do this manually. The upgrading will help you do that. And you should use your judgment. But here, expert on all social media platforms. Okay, great. So let's write a bullet that specifically addresses this. And let's say I did that as, senior marketing manager while I was at WeWork. Let's add a bullet. And here, we're going to leverage the AI to do this. And you're going to see how the matching can pull in from the AI. So let's write with AI. And it's going to take the entirety of the JD and suggest things. These are sort of consolidated, but I want to be a bit more specific with that. So I'm going to do customize with AI. And you can pick individual keywords, or you can go over here to the job description now that it's been matched. And let's come over to the requirements. And I want to write bullets that specifically address this requirement. And let's go ahead and apply. And now it's going to show me some different bullets that do that, right? Social, TikTok. Again, it's not trying to get all of them. So you can pick the one that's the most relevant. So here, boosted Facebook engagement by 70%, reaching 1 million users. Okay, that's a good one. I'll go ahead and use that. And now we can save it. Obviously, modify it to whatever works for you. And now our score went up. Now, you don't need to get every single keyword. Part of what you can do when you can upgrade is start to ignore certain keywords. And I'll show you how to do that in sort of upgraded, the Teal Plus version of matching mode. But that gives you a sense of how it works. You have the JD side by side. You can look at the things that you're addressing. You can use individual keywords. You can take notes on the things you want to address. You can highlight all the instances of the keywords in your resume. So you can say, which bullets should I use? I'm not going to have all of my bullets. They all have marketing in them, so I'd want to see others. But and it's such a common term, but maybe I don't need that bullet because it's not turned on. So that's matching mode in a nutshell. For more advanced usage of matching mode, watch the Teal Plus video.